Our user pictures are hilarious together.
Oh yeah, they're both little funny animals.
And they're looking the same direction. You're happy, and my cat's crying.
Aww. I think mine's kind of just stupid.
I mean, I don't want to get too deep right away, but like, you kind of have to be a little stupid to be extremely happy.
You think it would be a little stupid?
No. I'm saying I think you'd have to be a little stupid to be extremely happy.
I get what you're saying now with like the State of the Union.
No, I'm just saying in life, I think that when you overthink things, I think intelligent people tend to overthink things, and I think that especially when you even have a normal or below average intelligence, there's always things that are going to be there to, bring you down if you look around hard enough, no matter where you live,
Yeah.
But anyway, so I think this is just a good place to introduce ourselves.
Let's do. Do you want to do all the introductions?
Oh, I was thinking we could share it together.
Oh, I love sharing.
Me too. Sharing is caring. That's what my mom always said. So, So, welcome everyone to the Straight Up podcast. I'm Mac, the co-host.
I'm here with Mac, and Mac's here with me.
That is true. We are both at the same place, at a different distance away from each other.
Same room, same place.
Yeah, same mental space. That'd be more accurate.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm glad I'm not in the same room as you.
Yeah.
Because my room is freaking hot.
Why is that, Matt?
My room
because it's what?
Is really hot.
Yeah.
And you would only make it even hotter.
Mine wouldn't be any cooler being in just the horrifying arid desert that Colorado is.
Yeah, it's been hot in Montana as well. So,
yeah,
weirdly hot. And the other weird part is we've been having these really weird winds coming around,
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay, where I work, I was sitting there outside making a video, and this wind comes through, and it starts knocking trees down.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like 150 feet away from me, trees just start falling over, and then it just stops. And then people all over were like, wow, that was a really strong wind. And I was like, yeah, I saw trees fall down.
You're like, seriously, it was definitely the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life.
I wasn't scared. I was more like, wow. I was like, the best way to explain it is I was like at one with the universe, sort of. Like, I was at this, like, you know how they always say, like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, did it make any noise,
Yeah.
Well, like, I was there, so it obviously made noise either way.
So basically what you're saying is trees are definitely louder than they appear.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yep.
Okay. I'm glad that I grasped everything that we were about in that one. In that little thing we just did.
So I think we should, start out also by just introducing ourselves a little bit.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. Why don't you start?
Yeah. So this is an interesting situation. So, my name is Thomas, and I am a graphic designer / animator / actor and comedian by trade. /
you also do videos on YouTube, and you also live stream.
I'm a video game connoisseur is how I would put it, because I'm very critical. I play very specific. I don't play very specific games, but I'm very much like, I have crazy opinions on what's fun and what's not, and what's good and what's not, just because I like art and I think games are art, blah, blah, blah. All that jazz. I've been making videos on YouTube since my freshman year of high school, so I think I'm going on 6 years.
Why don't you plug your channel?
Yeah, here comes the plug. The channel's Fancy Penguin Productions. We do a podcast over there. We've been on hiatus when this comes out, but it's because we're kind of revamping stuff, and just taking a little break, but we'll be up and running. We've got like over 1,000
Yeah,
videos,
and
so you can check that
they
out.
do all sorts of fun stuff over there. They play video games. They do all sorts of stuff. Me and Thomas, I've only been on Fancy Penguin Gaming. Sorry, my bad. I've only been on it once, and we watched all 3 Santa Claus movies. So that'll probably be both of those, both the channel and the video will probably be down below.
Yeah.
I'll put links to them.
Down there.
So yeah, my name's Mac. I'm a film. It's hard because I just graduated from film school. I have my BA in film, and but I'm continuing on. I'm not one of those film students who is working at McDonald's now.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you have a legit job that incorporates your degree.
Yeah, I work in social media and mixed media marketing right now. So I basically just I sit on Facebook all day.
Yeah, no, and you analyze, you make graphs.
I do make graphs and stuff, but it's hard because it's messed up my entire life. Working in social media marketing, because I used to have a schedule in my life, right? And that schedule involved me, hanging out, me doing my thing, coming home, and then for 5 or 10 minutes, I would scroll through Facebook, or I would look through Twitter or something like that, or Reddit,
Yeah.
After starting this job, I cannot do it on my free time. It feels like work.
Because now it's work. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like work. And it's not a bad thing, because like I honestly, in my real life, probably should have stopped consuming so much like social media,
Yeah.
But now it's like I just do it for a profession, and it's more of like I'm running a business page rather than a personal page. So I can't get into all the stupid stuff that I probably shouldn't have been doing, like arguing with people and all that stuff like that. So yeah. But so one thing is me and Thomas met. We both go to Montana State. Well, we both went to Montana State University.
Yeah, I still go there.
Yeah, I'm saying I went, he goes. It's weird. I was trying to like pluralize. I don't know, which way are you supposed to go? Like when you're speaking grammatically, would I take mine or yours?
Oh.
See, in my opinion, I'd take mine if I was talking about us, and then you would take yours if you were talking about us.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that.
Yes. Either way,
I believe so.
Thomas still goes to MSU, and I just graduated. We met there. Other than that, I wrote a play that Thomas starred in. We've just, we've known each other for quite a while now. How many years do you think?
It's actually kind of
2 years? 2 years and a half?
Yeah, I think so.
Off and on. A lot more in the past year or so.
Yeah. For some reason, so if I ever like leave long pauses, it's because like for some reason you cut out every once in a while, but I think the audio like just kind of catches up or something. It's weird.
It may be like my internet connection or something like that. But anyway, would you like to let's go?
Yeah, we should start. We should let's go.
Let's go.
So Mac, so just to give some context, the game we're playing on screen just while we talk, not because it's not a let's play. This is technically a podcast. We're going to be playing Tricky Towers, which is basically Tetris with physics. And there's a lot of different game modes. So Mac, the first time we play through, I'll let you know what we're doing each time.
Okay, yeah, because that'd be good. Because oh man, you're already like killing me.
Yeah, so this is this game mode is just a race to the top. So this is basically the closest to normal Tetris, I think.
Okay.
And then they get weirder. So we'll play those as they come. But it's got physics, so you kind of got to balance your tower right.
Yeah, I'm already being able to tell it. I think this is a good place to start. First thing for our podcast. I'm just playing it for the first time. Oh, I'm just playing it for the first time. So, give me a review. What do you think about it, being a video game connoisseur?
Oh yeah, a video game connoisseur. This game has given me lots of just pure enjoyment, honestly, which I think is a good sign. I think it's a little light in some features. Like I wish there were more game modes and things.
Right.
But otherwise, like the game itself is just like, I mean, it's hard to go wrong. It's fucking Tetris, right?
Yeah.
You know, the age old. So like, I don't know, it's really good. I think it's super fun to play with friends, and it's really casual. I feel like these days, including myself, get too caught up playing really intense games.
Oh
And
no!
coming to
Stop!
this game,
No!
I'm just-
No! Don't do that! Oh.
Yeah, that's the that's
Oh
this game in a
no!
nutshell.
Okay, I'll try not to be yelling
Yep.
anymore. You're gonna win. No.
Yeah, and see what happens. It
Yeah.
just gets ridiculous.
Yeah. No.
But I think it's great because of how like it's really
Yeah.
simple.
It's really
just
simple.
a good fun time.
Yeah, I
It's
can-
like I can just, if I want to play a game that I can chill out to, and I'm not like trying to win really, or I'm not like trying to like, you know, do
Yeah.
really good or like improve on anything. Like this is just a nice, calm game.
Right,
for
and
me.
yeah, and I can see us being able to talk, you know, very nicely
Yeah.
around this, you know, and stuff. So, I
It's-
think
it's
toward
it's
the end,
just-
I'll have a better idea of this game. I can give my own review at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, I fucked up. No. Oh, by the way, you're fitting as many pieces below the line.
Oh,
Shit.
wow.
Yeah. I
Okay,
forgot to
didn't know
explain
that.
this one. So we're just trying to fit as many pieces as possible below
So,
the
Thomas.
line. So that's this mode.
Thanks.
This one's really fun. This is like my favorite mode, I think.
So, how was your
It's
summer?
a good one.
I think this is a
Thank
good
you.
point for Mac to be like trying to avoid the situation.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. So, and then there's one more game mode, and it's like a survival game. And if
Oh.
the blocks fall off, you lose hearts, and you have 3. And
Does it
and then
tell you which one
you
it's
also
going?
have abilities that you can use. I forget
Oh,
what they
what's
are
this?
on normal keyboard. I think it might be J and K.
Oh, is this a
but you have
survival?
bad ability and a good ability. One helps you, and one like
Is this
antagonizes
is this a
the other
survival?
player. Yeah. So this is the survival game mode.
So, how was your summer,
It's
Thomas?
a good one. Yes.
How was your summer? Can you hear me, Thomas?
Yes, Mac.
I said,
Can you hear me?
how was your summer?
How's my summer?
Yeah. So we haven't seen each other since school ended.
Yeah.
You know, I had my own adventures, which I think
Yeah.
you've heard a little bit about. But yeah, how was your summer?
Well, so far it's good. I started an internship at a Fortune 50 company.
Very nice.
Doing graphic design and animation.
Am I not allowed to go above that line?
So that's good. What?
Oh, I just got like a lightning. What does that do?
Oh, that will zap your last block that you placed down with J or K, one of those two.
It will
Um,
zap the last.
so
So,
you
like,
can,
if I'm about to
save
die,
yourself.
will it save me?
It can if you play it right. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance it'll save you. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and I went, fuck. I think I'm still alive, somehow.
Does it only count like if you drop like an amount at one time?
Oh shit. I'm dead.
Oh, did I win?
Yep.
Look at me.
Yeah, so it only counts if you,
Hey, I got an achievement.
it's kind of like if you drop a group, you have like some buffer.
Right. But yeah,
yeah.
so you started your internship.
Yes,
Anything else?
I did.
Like
and
that you're
I'm
really
working
happy you
for-
did?
Yeah. You know what? I can, I can't say a ton, but I can say some. So I'm working for Lockheed Martin, which is, and I'm not working for the defense side necessarily. I'm working for the space side specifically. So I'm working for Lockheed Martin Space.
Like
And so
space, like outer
doing
space?
space things. There's like satellites and stuff.
Oh,
and
wow.
all the stuff that Lockheed Martin does in space.
You're even more of a nerd than
Um,
I thought you were.
Yeah, and that's really fun, and it's really cool, and
That
I
sounds
love
really
working
cool.
for space because I feel like I'm helping advance humanity.
Oh no! Elon Musk? Are you Elon Musk in it?
Wait, yeah, well, kind of. It's actually funny because everyone at Everyone at Lockheed
Hates
doesn't
Musk.
like Elon Musk.
They don't? Yeah, he's been getting a lot of hate recently, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, it's because well,
Whatever.
it's because he got a little weird with the media recently, in like a really strange like I hate the media way, and like that was
Well,
kind of funky.
I don't blame him too much about that.
Yeah, I don't know, but he is doing things, and he's a very good at marketing himself. And so
I mean, have you seen
really
his?
sexy. But Lockheed's been around, for freaking ever doing
Yeah.
stuff with propulsion and all that jazz. And we just launched a rover to Mars, the InSight launch, which happened just like a month ago.
Oh wow!
And so that's going to Mars to do some studies and we're checking out Mars for a mission that we're going to do later, which a lot of different space companies are doing. But we're planning a mission to Mars to do some prep for habitation.
Wow!
And that's like in the next 15 years.
Okay, so this is a great place to like just ask a question.
Yeah.
If you could go to Mars right now, oh no, would you? Would you go to Mars if you could?
I don't think so.
You don't think?
Okay, say it was safe and without risk. Yeah.
No. There has to be risk. Otherwise, I mean, everyone would say yes that there was no risk. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, man, I like Earth. I love the adventure and everything, but I feel like I'd rather keep my feet on the ground here.
See, a part of me wants to agree with you. Like, okay, here's my thing. I know my wife is in your camp, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is all just going wrong. But like I know my wife is in your camp, so like part of me is like, oh, I need to stay home to stay with my wife. Like, dude, you're kicking my butt at this game. Like part of me wants to say like, oh, I'd stay home because my wife would be there. But like, if my wife would go with me to Mars, dude, I would be signing up tomorrow.
I mean, it is cool in every single way.
I mean, it's just like I kind of feel left out. You know what I mean? At some points. Right, like, okay, before I say this, I totally understand that we are, like, so lucky to be living in the time we're living right now.
It's very cool.
No, like, we're living in a great time. We don't die at the age of 5. We can actually,
exactly.
We don't, die from, measles at the age of, 20.
we really do have a lot of good going for us.
But, like...
there's a lot of complaints going around these days.
No, I mean, we have it amazing.
We're doing good.
We're doing good. I just, like, part of me, feels, like, left out that I never was able to, like, oh, great. Part of me feels left out because I never got to, explore. Like we live in a world where we basically mapped the entire planet. You know what I mean? Like, we got the oceans, but I don't care. We can't live there. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, no, I 100% agree with you. There's a part of me that feels like I got I bring stuff back to video games all the time because they're a passion of mine. Never going to be afraid.
No, and I totally agree. I love video games.
Yeah, and so like what video games give me is like that sense of exploration and like stuff isn't explored
complete
sometimes.
Safety, though.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like that's the one thing like a video game will never be able to do.
Yeah, not really, because everyone can have that same experience.
Well, yeah, I mean, like even look at like I love paint. I've played paintball quite a few times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like even when you play paintball, you get this adrenaline rush. As if you. I don't know the best way to explain it. You get this adrenaline rush like you're gonna die. You get a fight or flight response. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's great.
No, and it feels incredible. So like part of me like. That's something a video game can never give me. There's very few games that have made me get adrenaline rushes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's few games that have done it for me. Horror, oftentimes, maybe.
Right, but
only a few times does horror give me that experience in a video game, if it's convincing enough.
Yeah, well, but not only convincing, but I think with horror too, it's more about like, oh, something's gonna jump out, something's gonna scare you. You're trying to survive. You have a lot of, you have a lot on the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think, all in all, though, like even when you play a survival game, like I'm not a huge fan of Minecraft in general. Like I never really was,
Yeah.
But like, that's a survival game, and that will never be able to replicate, actually trying to survive. You know, I mean, like
No.
in the wilderness. You know, like or like trying to be a pilgrim or something like that. No, stop this now. Okay.
No,
But
I know exactly what you mean. Like
like so
that
part
thrill of exploration and
yeah.
like, no, I know. VR starts to get close.
But even then,
but
it's
only,
like you're not actually fearing for your own life. Like as much as you get scared, and as much as you might jump or something like that, you don't actually fear for your life. You know, and that sounds awful, right? You know,
Oh yeah.
Like I'm saying, like you have to almost die to have fun, is what I'm basically saying.
I'll invite you to a new game. We were playing on easy. We're gonna start bumping her up.
Yeah, you do it. I'm learning.
Yeah, you sure are. I mean, you won one.
Thanks.
Here, I'll throw you that invite. But yeah, no, I know. Like, one game that really gives me that rush is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Yeah, well, and I mean that has a lot on the line, though. You know what I mean? Like that you have interest because those games take so long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, you kind of like.
Okay, hold on. I actually have to go back because I have to change the difficulty. Like,
okay.
I didn't realize I had to go back so many.
It's okay. No, I mean, like, I'm kind of what I'm saying is like, you in Battleground, right? What you have to lose in Battleground, unlike in Call of Duty or a different game like that, you know what I mean, is in Battlegrounds, if you die, right, you may have wasted 20 minutes of your time.
Yeah, no, exactly, and it's awful. But it really does give you that that fear and that intensity. But that being said, I play a lot of that game. I have about 200 hours clocked in that bad boy, and I will stand by the opinion that I think it's not a good game. But it's addicting.
And okay, so I mean, this is an interesting like kind of like, I don't know the right word for it. Like, I'm kind of taking us in a different direction, but like, what do you think about PUBG suing what's it called? Fortnite.
What are we talking about?
What do you think about PUBG suing Fortnite?
Are they suing Fortnite?
Did you not hear about that?
Or did they? No,
they're suing them right now. Like the case is going on as we speak.
Oh, man, I don't care. It was an idea that they had, but I don't think it's wholly their idea by any standard.
No, I mean,
they're just butthurt.
Even then, PUBG. Oh, you're gonna win, even though. No. Even PUBG is based on a different game. It's based on the Arma free for all mod.
Yeah. No. Exactly. So like, no, but Fortnite, people forget, Fortnite came out at the same time that PUBG did.
No, well, yeah, well,
in popularity until later.
No, but I think that's a false similarity because PUBG was really the first. I'll give PUBG this one thing. Oh, Mac, you dummy. It was the first popular battle royale game.
It was.
And it did inspire Fortnite to become a battle royale, right?
Yeah.
And it for a very specific reason, right? Originally, it was just going to be a survival game. You know what I mean? And they saw PUBG's success, and they said, guess what? Hey, guys, we could turn Fortnite into a really great battle royale. And they did a great job. They made a great, entertaining game that people enjoy. Right, and I think the huge move that people, I think the huge move that we've seen from Fortnite to, from PUBG to battle. Oh man, from PUBG to Fortnite is something that we're going to continue seeing because they did a great job. It wasn't just a fluke.
The thing about it is it's like, well, obviously people are going to use that, like, the formula or the idea, like, that's always been a thing. Like, this isn't new. People act like it's new, but this has happened before.
Well, I mean, even look at the MOBA craze.
Well, that's literally the first thing that comes to mind. You got two MOBAs that are so similar, Dota and League, and then you've got every other one on every other platform imaginable, but no one sued anybody there.
Well, and I think that
except Dota did sue League like at the beginning, but
well, and I think that's sort of thing that's going to happen because I mean, there is a discussion to be had about copyright. You know, at what point do we say, oh yeah, you're right, this idea was obviously PUBG's and you were just stealing the popularity of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, and this, I mean, this is sort of getting into my own political beliefs. I mean,
God.
I know, right? This is sort of getting into my own political beliefs just a little bit, but like, I think there's a need for a free market. You know what I mean? Like, we need the ability.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah, I mean, we need competition, right? Because if I could make a game tomorrow, right? Like, okay, let's talk about Tricky Towers, right? Let's say I had the idea to make an even better Tricky Towers. I
would want that Tricky Towers.
Right, and I think that we only deprive the world of, gosh, this game's going to go on forever. Excuse me?
But yeah, no, I agree. Like, I think, well, competition drives innovation. You see it everywhere. That's just like a thing, you know?
No, and I, like, no, totally. And I mean, especially in video games, right? Because, even with Steam, it's so easy to make a video. I mean, okay, I should re-say that. It's not easy to make a video game, but it's easier than ever to publish a video game.
But
right?
we also we have all the resources. Wow,
that was a good one, dude. That was a good match. You deserve that one. I had more than enough opportunities to win that, and I didn't.
So did I, though. To be fair, it took me forever.
I'm gonna beat you once by the time we're done. Probably not.
Yeah, no. All of that is just very true, and like I agree with 100% all of it.
Well, and I do think there is a side, you know, especially because both of us are in a creative industry, you know. I do think the argument is there to say, like, yeah, we need to have the ability to protect our interests. You know what I mean? Like, I think Fortnite did a.
Oh God.
I think Fortnite did a great. Oh Lord.
Oh fuck.
Oh no. I think Fortnite did a great job about creating a game that was transformative, right? It wasn't just a copy of PUBG, right?
It had a lot of different things going on with it. Its mechanics were fundamentally different. Oh no. I'm dead. Wow.
Is this gonna be one of the times I won? Nice.
There you go.
There we go. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's part of it, right? And I think that there could have been an argument to be made if Fortnite had literally just cloned, you know, PUBG, but they didn't. They created a new product that was transformative, that did something different with the genre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't dance in a...
Yeah, exactly. Which, you know, fundamentally is the most important feature.
I mean, that and the Boogie Down Challenge.
All of the above are very important features. Oh, God. But yeah, anyway, Mac, you know what? Tell me about your trip.
Oh, yeah, so...
Jack Italy about it.
So I went to Croatia. No.
Oh.
I think you're going to win this. You're definitely going to win this. Oh. Yeah, if you can... I was about to say, if you could get that next piece...
tightly packed stack.
I'm actually extremely impressed. What? Oh. I thought I was going to tie you. I'm like, that's not true. But so me and my wife, we had our honeymoon.
Wonderful.
We got married last.
Congratulations.
Yep, we got married last in August of last year. So we
Your
finished
wife.
up. My wife. So we kind of were like, well, let's wait after the school year. We'll save up a little bit of money, and then we've always kind of wanted to go to Croatia, which is weird. Everyone has been like, oh, why Croatia? You know.
And you're like, I don't fucking know. I just want to go to fucking Croatia.
No, I mean, like, there were very obvious reasons, you know, like, for wanting to go to Croatia in my mind. You know, like, there's a lot of really cool stuff in Croatia. Like, I mean, people who are interested in traveling should definitely look up, Croatia, because, like, they have really amazing waterfalls. So we went to this thing called Plitvice National Park, and I'm gonna get this wrong, and please, someone don't rail me in the comments for being wrong completely. But basically what it is. Oh, sorry, I got focused too hard. Basically, what it is it's like nine lakes all up in a row, right? And at the bottom of each lake is a giant waterfall that leads to the next lake.
That is so cool.
No, and I mean, I could probably put a picture up at some point. I could put it up on the screen or just a picture of Plitvice, but it's incredible. But okay, this is the weirdest part. So you grew up in Colorado, correct?
Yes.
So I grew up in Montana, and there's kind of this mentality that I think people sort of adopt in Montana. You know what I mean? And I think what that mentality is that, you know, you try to be a good neighbor and you try to be, you know, you try to be courteous and kind to everyone around you, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I've been to Europe once before on my own, and I was in France, I was in Spain, I was in Monaco, Italy, and the Vatican City, right? And we had troubles the entire time with pickpockets, right? We would, like, my teacher, she had her wallet stolen and her passport, right?
Yeah.
Which totally screwed up, like, a lot of the trip, right? So I was expecting, you know, like, the France, you know, the Europe that I'd seen in Eastern Europe, you know, or, sorry, Western Europe, in France and stuff. No, the people were absolutely amazing in Croatia. So...
That's encouraging.
I mean, yeah. Just to put it into perspective, right? Montana is... Okay, so, sorry. Croatia is 1/3 the size of Montana. Right? But in Croatia, they have 5 million people. Right?
Oh my god.
So they're just... I mean, there's a lot of people crammed in. So in the capital city of Zagreb, right, which is the capital city of Croatia, people were literally the best people I've ever met in my entire life for such a packed amount of people.
That's so amazing.
Like, okay, so we were just sitting in Zagreb. People would literally leave their cars running, right? They would leave their keys in the car running. They would leave the windows down, right? And they would go into the bank.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they would just leave it running for like 10 minutes. And I was so impressed. The people there were just incredible. They were kind, and they you know, they were just great. But all in all, me and my wife had a good time.
Good.
And I would recommend that anyone who loves traveling and, you know, they love, you know, both cities and, you know, like, because there's some really great stuff. We went to Diocletian's Palace, right? And I don't know, do you know who Diocletian is, Thomas, at all?
I don't.
So Diocletian was the oldest living, I think he was the oldest living Roman emperor of all time. And he was also the only Roman emperor to retire.
Oh my god.
Right, and he grew up as a like a farmer, right? And he became a soldier in the Roman army, and he worked his all the way up until until the emperor of Rome. Right, just like he's an incredible dude, but like the palace is still up in this town called Split.
That's so insane.
And it's an amazing little ruin. It's just incredible. Like you just get to see all this stuff and thousands of years of history just piled on top of each other. You know what I mean?
Man, you're speaking my language because that's such a.
Do you know what?
That's such a. I just love that so much.
You and your girlfriend, if you ever want to go to Croatia and like you guys are like, hey, you want to go? You tell me and my wife, we'll go with you.
Great.
We loved Croatia, and I learned Croatian while I was there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you were telling me that before you left.
I was learning Croatian, but then I don't get proud about very many things. I like to think that I'm somewhat of a humble person, for the most part, right?
For the most part.
Right. This is one thing I was very proud of. One thing I was very proud of is that every single day I was in Croatia, right? Someone complimented me on my Croatian.
That is just very, very nice to hear.
Well, and
just in general.
I mean, they all speak English there, right? So it's super easy as an American, right, to go over there and just be like, I want a beer, or like, I want a hot dog, and then they, I think they're just kind of used. Oh, you beat me by 1.
Woo!
I think it's sort of easy to just kind of coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To kind of just go, oh, they'll understand me. They speak English, But it was super cool to just be able to speak someone's language and their eyes just sort of light up, and they go, wow, you speak Croatian? You speak Hrvatske? And you go, yeah, I speak a little bit.
That's
malo,
so cool.
malo, So, anyway, like I said, I would recommend to anyone who loves traveling that Croatia is just incredible. So
I'll take your word for it because I definitely I'm a huge lover of travel and other people's cultures. Just I feel like it's almost to a point where I'm like, who isn't? Or at least that's how it should be.
Right. No, do you know what the weird thing is? I totally understand what you're talking about. And the other thing that's weird, right? Croatia was in a civil war. Think about this is just so weird for me to think about, right? 30 years ago, Croatia was in a civil war.
Oh shit.
Right? Like super recently. It started in 1991, I believe, the Civil War did. So the weird part is that you'll go to a little cafe bar. And okay, quick side note. If you ever go to Croatia, cafe bars aren't like cafes. They literally serve 2 things, coffee and alcohol. And they drink at, literally, me and Nikki would wake up, we'd go out to a cafe bar. There would be people drinking at 7 in the morning. I'm not even joking. Like, and I'm not going to judge someone else for their culture, but like 7's a little early for me.
That is very early.
Right? So like, no! God. That sucks. I felt like I was going to beat you.
A part of me was a little scared there because I screwed up early on that one.
I just knocked everything off. But okay, so anyway, before I got off topic with cafe bars, you'd go to a cafe bar, you'd sit down, get some coffee, some espresso, cava, as they say there. You'd go there, you'd sit down, and there'd be people there that look, they look like they're 60, 70, And I could only imagine the stories that they could tell me. You know what I mean? Like one of our hosts, he was telling us that he was there. He lived in Split during the Civil War. You know what I mean? And he was telling us all these stories about how like the, like when he was a teenager, what's it called? The battleship called Split, right? Was owned by the Serbians, right? And it went out of the harbor of Split, right? And it started bombing the city of Split.
Oh my fucking god.
The ship called Split did that. And he was telling us that they basically sunk the ship called Split in front of Split.
That's so shitty.
Or like they tried sinking it. And it was weird because they felt bad. The people inside the city, gosh, I almost give up. People inside the city, they just kind of they felt bad, because they knew the people in the ship, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they those were people that they probably walked past in there on the street, you know what I mean? And it's
so ridiculous.
And it's to me it's so weird that they were so kind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For with that in their history, you'd think that they'd be bitter, but it just, they were just. I think it brought.
Well, yeah, like this was a while ago, but the Czech Republic.
Yeah, well, that was Czechoslovakia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say, Czech Republic they're very bitter.
Are they really? Well,
they are bitter people.
They got the full brunt of the Nazi.
Obviously not all of them. I met some really nice people, but
when did you go to? Did you go to? Because it's called Czechia now, right? That's the name of it? The Czech Republic.
What is it? It's the Czech Republic right now.
I believe it's called Czechia. I bet you money I'm right. I think they call themselves Czechia. Because, okay, can the weird tangent, I think we can get off my trip, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I think it's so... Fine. What? I think it's so funny when countries have different names. No! Don't do this to me! That sucks. At least I got this thing. So anyway, I think it's so funny when countries have different names than what they call their countries,
Yeah, no, exactly. I think that's such a fucking annoying American kind of situation. It's like Japan is Nippon, not Japan. We just call it Japan.
Here, 1 second. Can I pause it real quick? Oh no, does it keep going? Even when I pause it? You still there?
What?
Sorry, I had to do one thing real quick.
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, it's Nippon. Well, even Japan, that was correct me if I'm wrong, because I know quite a bit about history, but I could be wrong. Nippon came around because American sailors misheard people, correct?
No, I'm pretty sure that's just Japan's name for themselves.
I thought it was Nippon.
It is.
You beat me.
So that's what they refer to that.
Well, no, they refer to themselves as Nippon, right? Yeah. I'm saying Japan. The word Japan came around because, right, American. So I think it was American soldiers or Dutch sailors or something like that. They misheard Nippon.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. That sounds like it could definitely be a good origin
Nippon, Japan. Yeah. But anyway, it's even Germany, right? Germany's a crazy one though. They have 50 different names, and every different language calls Germany something different.
Yeah.
Okay, so we call it Germany, right?
Yeah, but they call it Deutschland.
Deutschland, right? But then France calls it Allemand, right?
Oh, God.
And then I believe most Slavic languages call it Niemce.
Huh.
Or Niemce or something like that. I learned a little bit of Croatian while I was there, but I don't know. But yeah, it's just weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Estado Unidos, stuff like that.
Yeah. It's pronounced Estados Unidos.
I don't speak.
Don't fall. Okay, that's fine. Oh man.
I'm gonna lose a heart for that one. That hurts.
It hurts my soul. Okay,
but anyway,
we're getting to overdrive.
Anyway, we're doing that. Okay, so I have a little bit for us.
Please present your bit to me.
Hey, so my bit is I'm not an alcoholic. right? And I feel like
Great.
anyone who has to clarify that should have to feel worried. But I'm not an alcoholic. I just think I need to say that before I do my bit.
Good.
Firstly, I think humans have this weird, like, we treat beer and coffee so different. You know what I mean? Than any other drink. There's something special about beer, like alcohol and coffee. And here's my proof for it, okay? My sister-in-law lives with me and my wife, right?
Yeah.
And I was cooking some chili, and I had this great chili recipe, right? That you add beer to the meat, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. You add beer to the meat, and basically what it does is, you know, it flavors the meat. You know what I mean? No, I died. There you go. Anyway, it flavors meat, right? So basically what I do is I cook the meat, right? In with about half a thing of beer, right? And I bought this new brand of beer because I heard it was good with chili, right?
Yeah.
So I pour half of the beer in with the chili, the meat cooking, and I start sipping the beer, and I go, ugh, this beer tastes like crap, right?
Yeah.
And my sister-in-law is sitting right there. She's, you know, just hanging out, you know. And then 5 seconds later, after I say that, I take another sip of beer, right?
Wait, sorry, I missed it. It's still cutting out just every once in a while.
Sorry about that. No, so basically what I did is I took a drink of beer, right?
Yeah.
And I just took a... Oh, crap, I forgot what this game was. Crap. Yeah, I can't do anything else. GG. I'll be able to finish now that I'm done. So, I took a sip of beer, and I went, wow, this beer tastes like crap, right?
Yeah.
So, my sister-in-law is just hanging out in the kitchen, cooking with me, right?
Uh-huh.
She hears me say this, right? 5 seconds later, I take another sip of the beer, right?
Uh-huh.
After I say it tastes like crap. And she goes, why are you continuing to drink it?
Huh.
And it made me think. You know, I was like, if I was drinking soda, right? And I said, wow, this soda tastes like crap. You know what I mean? I'd pour it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
But I had the same experience the next day. A draw. Wow. We haven't seen that before.
Wow, yeah, that's new.
Oh, do we both? Oh, that stinks. That just makes it worse for me.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, I had the same experience with coffee the next day. I went, wow, this coffee tastes like crap. And then I continued to drink it.
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. With both these situations.
Okay, so what's your hypothesis? Why do you think we continue... I mean, I honestly believe there's something special about beer, or like, okay, any sort of alcohol, right? Any sort of alcohol and coffee. There's just something special about it. We treat it differently than anything else.
Yeah.
What's your hypothesis, my good sir?
I think it's either some kind of placebo.
Okay. I'm inclined.
I think it's almost definitely just the way we treat it and just the way we feel about it.
Within our culture, you know what I mean?
Otherwise, like, because I can drink this bottle of rum that I have next to me right now for no reason. I'm not an alcoholic. I could just take a swig of that bad boy and I'm like, ugh, you know?
Right, yeah.
And I can still, like, enjoy it in, like, its weird... in a weird way where I'm like, you know, it's got notes of this and blah, and I could be a snob if I want to.
Okay, but I think this is... okay, continue, sorry.
In essence, it's nasty. Like, why am I drinking it? It really doesn't... You can't say that it really does taste, you know, good.
No, I mean, you give alcohol to a kid who hasn't been, you know, climatized to the stigma behind alcohol, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the immediate thing they go is, ew, that's gross, right? And I did the exact same thing, but I'm still like, oh, I'll drink beer now, and I'm like, oh wow, that's good, you know?
Yeah, well, there are some that I can appreciate, but maybe it's because it can also be like the fact that we want to like it, so we do, whereas you would not want to like really gross fucking soda or water.
Do you know what? We've been agreeing a lot in this podcast. I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think that's it.
Okay. What do you have a hypothesis?
This is my hypothesis, and I'm not like thinking you're like stupid or something like that, because I've had a lot longer to think about this than you have. So
yeah.
Okay, this is my hypothesis. I think this is sort of a utilitarian-esque approach to this. I honestly think that we drink soda and stuff because it tastes good, right?
Yeah.
We don't drink we drink alcohol for a different purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We drink alcohol and coffee, for that matter, for a specific purpose. And the purpose is to, and for alcohols, we drink to feel numb a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We drink to feel a specific way. To be able to let go, to relax a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the same goes for coffee. I think we drink coffee because I think we drink coffee because we want the energy. We're slightly addicted. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, 100%. Oh no, Mac.
Well, it's only gonna be one heart, so we're still tied, even though like.
yeah.
A little salty, sorry. No, but that's my hypothesis. I think it's a utilitarian sort of like, if we were just like specifically drinking, alcohol for taste, I honestly don't think we would. Wait, how did I lose?
I ran out of pieces.
Oh, so it's okay. And survive. I didn't realize that was part of the game. So you have to be a little quick.
Yep.
So is there any other modes that we could try or something like that, or?
No, see, that's the problem. Those are the modes.
Oh, I was reading. So they had a single player mode, okay, but yeah, let's continue. Oh, let's do a couple more of these, or one more of these, or something.
Yeah, like we can do one more, and that'll be good. And then you can cut this bad boy together, and cut out whatever weird pauses there may have been.
There's probably not that weird of pauses, but you know what I mean. Like, anyway, that's my theory at the moment.
Yeah, no, I definitely think. I feel like people understand that though, and to a certain level.
I agree, but I think that's the weird part about being human. You know what I mean? Like, I think as much as we want to be like, oh, we're special. I think at a base level we're kind of just animals. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, we 100% are animals.
You know what I mean? Like, at a base level, though, we have these instincts, right? And these instincts are... How do you use the ones that are for you? Oh, I see. Anyway, like, oh, no. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, we use these... I mean, we have these sort of, like... well, that sucks. We run off instinct a lot of times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the byproduct of us running off of instinct is that, we have cultural norms, and we have cultural norms around alcohol, and I think that's a good and a bad thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think alcohol serves a very important purpose in our culture.
It does. No, 100%.
I think that it, look how long alcohol has been a part of our society. You know what I mean? Almost as long as there have been people. We've been fermenting, we've been literally drinking rotten fruit juice.
Wow. That's about as animalistic as you can make it sound, too.
Yeah, I know. You're right. That was a very biased approach to it, but
no. But if you think about it, this is interesting. So fun fact. Are you ready for a segment that
dude?
I like
blow my mind. Blow my mind, bro.
About Thomas's past.
Blow my mind.
Fun fact about Thomas's past for today. When I was very young, wanted to be an entomologist.
So, like, you wanted to do, like, bugs and stuff?
Yeah, bugs and stuff. Did you know this is a fun fact. So hold on to your suspenders, man.
I'm well. Here,
fun
wait.
fact-
Wait. Okay, I got him.
Okay, good. So the fun fact is that flies will purposefully wait to get drunk off fermented fruit juice.
Huh.
Like legitimately,
Now, okay,
they
so-
will do it for that purpose too. They will choose it.
Well, and like
Not
even
because of
animals,
any
like
other instinct.
like even animals,
Not that we-
animals do that.
Not that we know of course.
Like-
I mean,
like-
obviously nature works in very strange ways.
Have you heard of like
Um,
birds drinking fermented berries at all?
Do I know?
Have you heard about that?
No.
So like birds will
I-
drink
I don't.
fermented berries.
Wait, are you saying they do and it's been observed, or
Yeah, like monkeys will do it too. They'll specifically eat things they're rotten so that they'll get drunk. You know,
yeah,
and I think that's why, and like, okay, this is why it's interesting to me. Why do we do that?
It's obviously it's got to come down to the numb and the inherent good times that it produces.
But like, okay, this is the weird thing. Like, okay, if that's true, and I honestly believe it is, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be this, you know, like, oh, humans are stupid because we, you know,
get fucked up.
yeah, because we drink, you know, oh, we're stupid, you know, like, we
Yeah.
can laugh at animals for like specifically choosing to, you know, ingest things that make them stupid, right?
Yeah,
But then we do it ourselves. You know what I mean? We go, ha.
yeah, we're like, stupid animals.
But then we go
Wait a
out,
second.
you know, and we'll, you know, humans will drink, you know. No, you don't. Stop this now. You won. Shoot. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because I want to be sort of that semi-nihilist, you know, like, oh, you know, oh, nerdy voice, push my glasses up, you know, a little bit, you know. You know, humans are stupid, but then we have those same norms, and it's, you know, like, I honestly don't, I don't get drunk a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, a lot of times I find it I don't find it fun to get, like, extremely, extremely drunk, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But I enjoy hanging out with people that I enjoy, you know, people that I care about, people that I love, you know, and I enjoy, you know, having a drink, you know, like
yeah.
being able to kind of let go, you know, and kind of just experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
No, I definitely agree. Like,
It's still
I know
stupid,
what you mean.
though.
Like, I also am with the sentiment. I'm also with the same sentiment that I'm like, oh, you know, I'm on the same sentiment of like, yeah, you know, I like getting drunk to a certain extent, but I also don't like it because, you know, it makes me dumb, and I like having a clear head and all that jazz.
Well, yeah, and you know, I think it's sort of a win and a curse. I mean, it's a curse and a blessing. You know, I think there's I mean, it's just the way with medicine. You know, anything in excess is bad. You know, anything in excess, or you know, you do too much of it and it's bad. You know, even if it's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Anyway, off this tough stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
What's up with
enjoying
that?
this game. It's fun. I do agree. I think there needs to be new modes for multiplayer, because I saw that they were adding stuff for like single player.
Yeah, no, that's the problem it has, right? It definitely needs modes, but it's a good game, right? It's very relaxing and very fun, and just like it's just good fun.
No, you won.
Oh, can I won already? Maybe. Oh yeah.
Nope, you tied it.
It's a tie. It's straight up tie.
I think you still win though. Oh, no, I thought we were a lot closer to the end than I thought. So, what? Give me a bit this time.
I'm gonna give you a bit.
Yeah, give me a bit. I want a bit.
Okay.
Here, do you want?
Matt.
Yeah, give it to me.
Wait, what?
Give it to me. I said, give it to me.
Sorry, you cut out there for a second.
I said,
Did
give
you
it
say
to me.
anything important?
Hey, can you hear me? Thomas?
Mac?
Hey, Thomas, can you hear me? You know, now that Thomas can't hear me, I'm just going to make fun of him. Thomas, you're a real silly guy, and you like Tim Allen too much.
Hey, Mac, I heard that. I just was able to hear you again.
Oh, no!
Suddenly.
That was supposed to be a secret.
Great. Anyway, did you say anything important about me giving you this bit, or should I just...
No. I would say, I said, give it to me.
Oh, here, I'll give it to you.
Straight up.
Here's a good bit. This is going to be controversial, I tell you what.
No.
Are you ready to get controversial?
No. Yeah, let's do it. First episode, let's do it.
Have you seen both Wonder Woman and Black Panther?
Okay. I think I kind of understand where this bit is going to go. And yes,
Wait.
I have seen both.
Okay, great. Here we go. This is a story of good and bad. This is a story of good and bad, and how the same thing happened in both movies, to a certain extent. So I'm going to preface this by saying, I think, fuck, my whole thing just fell apart. That was upsetting. Anyway, I'm gonna say, I think Wonder Woman was a film. I think.
I can't put it on your tower. That makes me sad.
I know.
I was trying to put it on yours.
I think Wonder Woman was just a bad film.
I think it was a mediocre film in a bad series.
Yeah, well, okay, bad series of films, and it was also just not a good film. But my biggest problem with it, I love ranting about it because it just gets me going. And my biggest problem with it is it was heralded as this feminist masterpiece when
but
the whole
not
movie just
because she's
objectified
like worried about
it. Woman.
Yes, I 100% agree.
Yeah, and that's all it did. And all these people are like, no, like it means so much that they even had a woman in the. And it's like we have plenty of leading
A woman
women,
directed it though. It can't. It has to be a feminist masterpiece if a woman made it.
Yeah, no, and see, this is that. And then people said it was a great film because of that. But literally, I've got so many examples, and I'm not even going to go into all of them because I have many. Literally, the whole film sexualized the main protagonist and made sure that her sexuality was known, and that was part of her character. And
okay, I partially will disagree with you on that. I think this is
Mac, explain to me why they felt the need to give her a heterosexual boyfriend, and after the first 15, 20 minutes of the film, they put her on a boat with a guy. The first thing they talk about is sex. They get to the city, and the first thing they do is, for some reason, show her in a scene talking with the ladies of the town playing dress up. And they show her in 3 different outfits until they choose one that she can finally be in. Come on.
This is one thing. I think a woman directed it. Oh wow, did I win?
Yeah, I fucked up.
I did not. You should have won that one. I don't feel like I should have won that. No. Okay, so as a filmmaker, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm joking.
No, do it.
As a film, this is it. By the way, if I win this, it's gonna be a tie.
And that's a big deal.
Yeah. But, okay, so I honestly think they were trying to do something, right? Because the purpose of those scenes weren't to go, oh, Wonder Woman is so girly, right?
And I don't think that was the purpose either. But they needed that also doesn't excuse
right. But the
them
purpose
from
of that
huge
was to
mistake.
show that she was uncomfortable in those situations. You know what I mean? So that by the end of the film, they could show her growing as a person. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and obviously that's what they were doing, but they did it in the most like I'm a woman way possible. Like I am conforming to gender norms way possible.
I hate myself. You win.
It just. Oh no. But like, I don't know. That's my issue with it. Like,
okay, so
there was.
You know what? I respect that opinion because I think my problem with Wonder Woman is that Wonder Woman is such an interesting character in the comic. And okay, to get a little bit more broad here, Wonder Woman is such an interesting character. All of the characters in DC are so much more interesting in the comics.
Oh yeah.
Right, and I think it's the same with Marvel partially. I think any written subject is going to be a lot more interesting than a movie that has to be done in at most 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Though, I think specifically Wonder Woman's character is boiled down, right, to such a specific point that they picked out the wrong parts of Wonder Woman that makes her really cool. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
What makes her cool isn't that she's a woman, right? Her being a woman is just, you know.
That's just who she is.
Yeah, she's a woman, and guess what? She also happens to be a really cool superhero.
Yeah, no, and okay, this is also an important thing. I'm not saying that
we're playing one more time?
They need
You're giving me one more chance to beat you?
Yeah, no, let's go one more time.
Okay, I'm gonna beat you this time, I promise.
I'm not saying that they need to strip away Wonder Woman being a woman. I think being a woman is definitely part of her character, and she needs to be a woman because that's who she is. And I think you need to be proud of your sexuality and your gender.
The problem is that they try to go, oh, she's a woman, therefore she needs to conform to these social norms that we have about women.
That's the problem. Yes.
And I think that's partially okay. Like okay, if they would have made a film, right, and this is just for example, right? If they would have made a film where she's being confronted by these social norms, right? She's being confronted. Women are like, "Oh, you can't go into battle."
Yeah.
You know, and then she goes, "Yes, I can," and then she does it. You know what I mean? That would have been a so much more interesting story.
And okay, to be fair, they did kind of do that.
And so that was partially my argument. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it was like, it was more or less, at least it was implied.
Well, and then that's what I'm saying. The scenes where she's awkward being a woman, you know, where they're like dressing up and stuff like that. That was the purpose of those scenes, and that's kind of what I was trying to argue for. But I think when you view it in the movie as a whole, oh crap, I should not have done that. When you view the movie as a whole, right, it doesn't come across that way because this is a problem I found with a lot of, you know, DC films is that the character development is so, you know, one directional, you know. She's not a different character at the end of the film. You know, she's still the same person that was on the island. She just knows different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. So continue about Wakanda. Tell me about Black Panther. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah. Well. One quick last thing. Wonder Woman was so feminist, except for the fact the fact that the white guy blew himself up and saved everybody, and all she had to do was fight a god, which could have been completely removed from the movie, and the movie would have just been a World War I movie. Anyway,
I agree.
It has major plot issues, and the movie was 2.5 hours long of bullshit. Anyway, let me tell you about Wakanda.
Tell me about Wakanda.
I think Black Panther was a considerably better film in general.
I agree. I think it has its problems, in my own opinion, but I do think it's a great. I think I enjoyed the film. Right.
Yes.
It's one of my. It's not one of my favorite this is the one thing I disagree when people are like, "Oh, it's my favorite Marvel film." I go, "No, I don't.
No,
I don't."
well, yeah, well, nor is it one of my favorites.
Yes.
But here's something that I find that I find interesting.
Tell me.
So this movie is in the same vein of kind of like there's a obvious shift towards equal rights, equal representation in film.
But I mean, it's good to point out. It's good to point out with Black Panther, though, that specifically the bad guy in the film is literally a Black Panther member.
Yeah,
and I think that's something that like I'm not completely liberal. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm more centrist than I think a lot of people. Especially in a university setting.
Yeah,
but I think the people, the Republicans that were going, oh, it's just a Black Power movie and they're racist. If we did a white power movie, that's stupid. Be quiet.
Yeah,
that's not what this film was.
What I'm kind of going off on this is I'm saying I think that Black Panther was a good movie.
No, I agree.
Right?
I agree. I enjoyed the film when I watched it.
But people say it's a perfect movie. And it's not. But they're saying it's a perfect movie.
Do you know what?
Because of the social
I agree with you
up.
more than I've ever agreed with anyone.
It can be good for those social issues. You can say that a film is good because of that. That's not the problem here.
No, and I agree. I just thought it was funny that people were like, "Oh, it's this Black Power movie," and then I go, "Well."
Yeah, no.
The literal villain was a Black Panther member.
Yeah, no, and I think I think the movie was good. But much like Wonder Woman was a bad movie that people thought was great because of the issue, Black Panther was a good movie that was not great.
What? Oh, no. What are we going to do? Oh, wait. Do I get a thing to start out with? That's awesome.
Oh, I guess I know what happens here.
I think they know it. No. You got to do this, dude. Wait, what?
Oh. I guess it doesn't stick to the side.
Oh, well, you win.
Oh, wow.
Well, you're going to win now, though.
I don't get it. Oh, God.
Don't knock it over.
There's gotta be a way to balance this. Fuck.
It's a draw.
That was the saddest draw I've ever seen.
They better... Oh, are we both crying? No, we're both happy about that one, apparently.
Yeah, we're both happy about...
I would not be. I would be like, oh, gosh, this is embarrassing. Anyway, continue about... Because here's my thing. As a rebuttal, I totally agree. I think if we were comparing the movies, I think Black Panther is a much better film.
Yeah, by a film standard.
Yes. But I think that... I think, too, that Black Panther never really got to a point where it was like... I think they didn't put him in a point. He was just... Black Panther 1 is an amazing character in the comics, and I feel like an absolute dweeb saying that because everyone says that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I honestly believe it. I think that Black Panther is a great character, and I think that they did a good justice to this sort of struggle that Black Panther goes through. In the comics. That struggle is one of I need to stand up for Black people. You know what I mean? We need to do that,
Yeah.
But we can't and I don't want to say it this way because I don't mean it in this manner, right?
Yeah.
But the message of the movie, basically, if you're reading it straight as a film critic, right, is that yes, right, we can look and we can blame people all we want, but at a specific point, we have to be responsible for ourselves, and for our kind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his brother wasn't a bad guy. The Black Panther. What's his name? What's the bad guy's name? Oh no! Don't follow the. There we go. I should not have won that.
I honestly completely forget his name.
Anyway, then his name in the movie, I know his name is Michael in real life.
Yeah.
But he's not a bad guy. Even into the film, he was brought up in a life where he didn't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he reacted to it in a very poor manner. You know, I think that's the difference between Black Panther and his brother. Or his cousin, sorry.
Yeah, cousin.
Yeah, his cousin didn't learn from him. He blamed people for the way he was, you know, and I don't necessarily agree with this film's conclusion, but the film's conclusion is that, you know what? At the end of the day, we can only be responsible for ourselves, you know? Our parents may be crappy people, that our last generation may be crappy people, but at the end of the day, we need to be responsible for us, you know what I mean? For how we act, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. But, like, when it comes down to it, like, I'm saying, I think it's interesting to see that parallel between the films. But also being said, I think Black Panther handled their message better.
Indefinitely, yes.
Way more dignified, in a way that they built a character who it didn't matter necessarily. That's not it. It's important that he's black, and it's really
it's a big part of his
and
character.
It's what he stands
but
for, it's part of who he is, and he takes it to heart. But it's, one, not beaten to death. Two, he's relatable, and it doesn't define him.
Right.
You know?
It does define him, but he's able. I mean, that's what the whole movie's about. You know, that the movie is, you know, hey. Oh no. The whole movie, in essence, for me, I mean, like I said, I've said this 50,000 times, but you know, at the end of the day, he takes responsibility for his own actions. You know what I mean? He says, "I don't care what my father did. I don't care what your uncle did. I don't care what you've done. Right? I'm going to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's an empowering story.
That, like, he can then be used as a vessel to carry this awesome message on two levels of, like, man, I relate to this character, even though his struggles aren't mine. Because, okay, first, I'm also going to, I'm going to say this because I feel like, by the way,
oh no,
everything, we're just two very white people.
Oh no, most definitely.
I just want to make sure that's very clear.
Well, I mean, we could, you know,
and,
you can't see us.
Yeah, you don't know, but these are all my impressions, which are, you know, very valid in their own right. But if something seems off to you about what I think, please let me know. Tell me in the comments if I'm some kind of horrible bigot.
I don't want someone to say that to you, because I don't think that's fair.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to, like, kind of.
I think you're gonna win this one. Is it really okay? This is gonna be the end of the podcast as well. By the way, you're gonna win this one. This next, whatever game we have next, right? It's gonna decide who wins right here.
Yeah.
If you win, you win. Oh wait, no. If you win, it's a tie. If I win, I win.
Shit. Okay, so this is wind, Mac.
Yeah.
The wind literally pushes pieces in that direction if they're, like, too tall and catch too much.
Are you joking with me?
So this will kill you.
Oh, I've already made a giant mistake. I can't believe you've done this. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, the wind is the worst thing that happens in this game.
I'm extremely angry. Do you know, I saw a meme today that I haven't seen in quite a while, but it made me happy.
Yeah?
Have you seen the Damn Daniel? Have you seen the Damn Daniel meme?
Oh, fuck. Shit.
Oh, I'm not any better.
Okay. Wait, is this race? What is this?
I think, yeah, this is race.
What are we playing right now?
This is race. It's a race war, you could say. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, this is a race. Fuck me.
Take that.
Oh, shit. Maybe it'll fit. Nope.
I think the game understood what, like, importance that this match had.
I think it did. It raised the stakes considerably.
On the last one we're gonna have as well. No, stop this now. But yes, any other things you want to say? Like, now we can be silly. It's the end of the episode. We've been serious the entire time.
Wow, yeah, I know that was actually like quite a serious. We'll watch more Tim Allen eventually. So it's
Okay,
okay.
here's
We're
my
making
thing.
up for
What's your favorite Tim Allen?
My favorite Tim Allen?
Yes.
Man, that's
Okay,
it's been so long since
I know I just keep asking you questions and then changing it, but this is an actually really important question that I think every human being a philosopher, needs to answer.
Yeah.
Okay? If all the Tim Allens got into a fight, which Tim Allen would win?
Robot Santa Tim Allen.
But he lost.
I truly believe that he would be able to
Is it because he's a Nazi? Is that the reason he wins?
Because he's a Nazi robot.
I think Bernard would win. My vote's Bernard.
Right. Bernard?
Yep. Not even a Tim Allen. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Tim Allen.
I disagree. I think creationist Tim Allen would win.
That's a version of Tim Allen. Oh, this is just a shit show. It's okay though because the line's getting close to the top of my tower, so I could.
I'm just hoping that the wind pushes you down. Stop! No! Don't do no!
If I just keep piling stuff, eventually the finish
line
will get close enough to me. But this block is really screwing me up.
This is my strategy now.
Oh, that's stuck. What?
Ha!
Oh.
Ha!
Shit.
I still have a chance. This is gonna be a tie. This is kind of come down to a tie.
Here we go!
No! It didn't end! Oh, it ended. It stuck for a couple seconds.
Woo!
Alright, so it's a tie right now. Wait, or did I win? No, it's a tie.
Oh, no. I think it's a...
Or wait, are they going to give us a draw?
I have not...
What happened? Oh, survival special.
Shit.
I told you, this is the best way to end the podcast. Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm just trying to, like, mind flood you right now, but, like... Honestly, I really, really want to watch Shaggy Dog with you, because it's an awful film.
No, we're definitely going to watch it. Like, that's not even a... Like, we will do that.
You're, like, concentrating really hard to try to beat me, aren't you?
Fuck. Oh, Christ. I lost 2 lives. We can do this.
Mac is finally gonna... Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Why? Nope. Mac lost. You won. Wait, why do I...
Oh, shit.
Wait. Wave through... What is happening?
I don't know. I'm confused. Wait, did we just break the game?
I don't know what happened. Did I win? Did I lose?
I don't know. Did you? My game kind of froze up.
Why did you win?
I don't know. It just kind of froze.
That's baloney. That makes me extremely angry.
Yeah, no, I'm just as upset for you. Truly, I'm so mad.
Well, isn't that the perfect way to end the podcast?
I know. What a wonderful game. Well, Mag, thanks for kicking off this cast.
Definitely.
In the future, we've got nothing planned.
Well, we got a couple things. So, you know, if you're listening to this and you want us to play a specific game, you know, put it in the comments. Other games we're thinking about getting to try and play together while we talk. Don't Starve. What's it called again? Don't Starve Together?
Yeah.
That one, we're maybe thinking FTL, maybe. Both playing different games of FTL. So you can get farthest. Just play that for a while we talk.
Yeah. I'm definitely down for anything. I just like chilling out and playing games and chatting.
You know what? I just enjoy hanging out with you. And I enjoy that, I hope people enjoy hanging out with us.
Yeah, I want everyone to hang out with us. We'll have I decree it now. Every other podcast will have a guest from the comments / subscriber pool that we don't have.
Well, we'll see when we get there. We'll try to figure something out.
Yeah.
But
just a 5-minute segment.
Yeah, if we can get them in, play a quick game, they can kick our butt. Because while we both like video games, I suck at video games.
Yeah, I mean, I just love them overall, so I just play them too much.
Yeah, well, that's my thing. I do enjoy video games. I just stink at them. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, please. Make sure to check out Thomas's channel, the Fancy Penguin Gaming, correct?
Fancy Penguin Productions.
Productions, my bad. I'm super sorry. Fancy Penguin Productions. Remember, check out his channel. Thomas is a great guy. Their channel, they have a bunch of really great live streams, bunch of really great stuff. Totally worth checking out. I'm always crapping on Thomas whenever I see he's live. So if you ever see them live and you see someone asking him if he wants to watch Shaggy Dog, that's me.
Yep, you'll know it's Mac right away. But so this is our thing.
Yep.
And it's great.
We'll get a next podcast out, but like I said, in the meantime, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for listening so far to these just two very white dudes rambling on about random things. I appreciate it, and I know Thomas does too.
I just, any kind of support you can give for anything like this is just absolutely wonderful, and we'd love to just have you along. Like, it'll be a great time. We have a great community. We got a Fancy Penguin Productions as a Discord server, but that a lot of people from a lot of different YouTube spheres kind of go there to do stuff if they want. But yeah, so like, Mac, I'm gonna invite you.
You're gonna invite me to what?
I'm gonna invite you to the Fancy Penguin Productions server.
Oh, very nice. Well, I'd love to be in it. Any closing words, Thomas?
And anyone else that wants to be, you can find it plastered on my channel or something.
Is there any closing words, Thomas, that you want to say before we close out, log out, whatever?
I guess I just want to say,
You just cut out right at the end. That's the perfect way to end it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everyone. You just cut out right at the end of what your closing words. I think that's perfect, the way we need to end it.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much. I will see you next time. Make sure to listen to our next podcast and just hang out with us. Tell us what you think in the comments. And we can't wait to see you next time. Bye.
Bye.